call.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no.
I am the freak. I'm saying I am the freak. I am the freak. I'm saying I am the greatest of all time.
Let's go.
I am the freak.
You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me.
I'm saying I am the freak.
Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
I am the freak.
You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me.
I'm saying I am the greatest of all time.
Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The wrong falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, but I pushed the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me.
I am the freak.
You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me.
I am the freak.
Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
I am the freak.
You seen the making of a
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Commanders. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine, and I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Yannick Ngakoue. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They're passing here. Joe Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Bush. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
5 yards remain on second down. Operating from the gun. Rich. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Throwing on first down. Rich. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now a give left side. Brown with it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his... And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again. 3rd and long now. Burrow from his own end zone. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Rich. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Burrow. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Washington offense set to take over again. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective.
in the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down. Burrow out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Burrow connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This is Brown going up the middle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rich, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Off play action. Rich. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Back to throw again. And Thomas has it. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Here we go. Check 55. Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Dumping it off for Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Burrow. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bush. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And a Washington offense heading out.
Let's go now. Make me lying.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Right back to Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a loose football. And he's got some space here. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They take over already inside the red zone thanks to a great return there after the fumble. 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Burrow. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. McPherson's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Rich. Thomas has got it. Complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Rich. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Operating from the gun. Rich over the middle. Open is Thomas. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rich. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake. Rich sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalposts here. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line.
Good job.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch,
And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bush. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the 1 o'clock games, the one that catches the eye happens in Big D at AT&T Stadium, a tough test for the Cowboys as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime,
They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Off play action. Rich. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be... Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. An inside give, Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the bootleg, Rich. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Okay, ready?
50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent.
On 4th down, Rich. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bengals will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From just shy of midfield, Burrow throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. 15 yards there on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw.
He'll check this down to Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And Burrow going to throw again.
Quick slant caught by Chase. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
76 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. The busy night continues for Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bush. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Another run for Brown on second down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw. Rich. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Here we go.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Deron Payne in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
After the sack on first down, Burrow, and he fires one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.